Hi everyone, Coach Lewis here. Today I'm going to teach you guys about how to counter the spray meta. As you guys know, everyone has been struggling on the spray meta since the SMGs and ARs are extremely powerful this season, and it's completely different from the previous meta we ever faced before. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and let's get to it. So first I'm going to talk about why everyone is struggling in this meta. Because unlike the previous meta, which is basically box fighting, trying to take safe angles, safe geeks, going for piece control, and having really good box fight fundamentals. That's basically the previous season. But now in the new season, even if you full box your opponent has the confidence to always jump in and take a 50-50. So basically, in this season, the fight's different because everyone has an SMG that can 200 to all you like in an instant. Even if this is a great SMG, everyone has the confidence to just jump in, take 50-50s, and they'll still win. Okay, now I'm going to talk about ways that you can counter being forced into a 50-50. Like basically this season, everyone has an SMG, and they're just trying to force a 50-50 every time because they know they can win with this stupid gun. Like this gun is so broken. Now, what you should always do when you are trying to box out against a sprayer is to always create multiple boxes. Because in a single box, you have less space to move around basically. You have one box worth of space, so when someone tries to jump into your box, you can't move back. Like, even if you move back, the guy will just piece control you again. But for double boxes, even if the guy jumps in, you own all of these, you can make edits on them. But they don't claim a certain edit, so they're basically just stuck here doing dumb stuff. Then another reason for why double boxes is better than single box is basically when you have single boxes, you have less exit options, like exit control, or I like to call it. Exit control is basically you having a control over the opponent of your exit. Basically, you own this, you can rebox here and try to exit out of the situation. But in a single box, you can easily get piece control because the opponent knows where you're gonna go. You have less distance between your opponents, so he knows where you're gonna go, and you can just piece control that and pre-box you. For double boxes, you actually have distance between your opponent. Like you can move back here and just try and rebox backwards. When he comes here, you just run away again. Basically, you have so much more exit options compared to a single box. Okay, some small tips that I'm going to add for you guys is basically whenever your opponent is extremely low, what you should try and do is to not use your shotgun to kill him. Shotgun is basically like a wet blanket this season, hits for nothing sometimes. Even if you hit your shot, it still hits a low amount of damage. Okay, I'm going to tell you guys like a small tip that you can use to finish your fight better. And what the tip is basically whenever you're pushing an opponent that's low, what they're always trying to do is try to SMG you to them, and most of the time it actually works because it catches you off guard. But another reason is it's because you're using your shotgun. Your shotgun always has a delay, right? Like, okay, let's say you take the wall and you edit, you have a delay before you can pull it out. So the opponent can just run out. By the time you pull out your secondary gun, you're already dead. So what I recommend you doing is, after you take the wall, okay, pull out your SMG. Because if you have your shotgun and you miss that, you have a delay between you switching this to your SMG. And by that time, he already did a lot of damage to you. now you're at a health disadvantage and he can just heal us. So what you can try and do is always, when the opponent about to run out, use your SMG, because there's no delay between SMG. Even if you miss your first bullet, you can still keep spraying, unlike the shotgun.